Hi, I'm Ted Raddick with the Courier Sports Department. I'm here with Dave Hahneman and Brandon Strider. And welcome to week 3 of Chalk Talk, week 4 of Chalk Talk, isn't it? Where there are no ties. Presented to you by Rhodes State College. Be sure and check their website out at rhodesstate.edu. Brandon, interesting stuff in the Blanchard Valley Conference. We got 4 teams that are 3-0.
Yeah.
1-0 in league play. 3 teams from the BVC in the top 10 of the first week of the AP poll, and Pandora Gilboa also received votes.
Mm-hmm.
So shaping up to be pretty interesting, at least in the early going.
Yeah, I mean, especially seeing that many 3-0 teams, and you would have thought, I mean, I know Liberty Benton played a tough schedule, but they're 0-3 and nobody's looking at them the same way. Arlington with some big wins, Lipsick with some big wins. Obviously, Macomb's going to be a threat as well. And you mentioned Pandora. I mean, yeah, the BVC is definitely pretty top-heavy so far this year.
Dave, before you started covering Findlay High School, you covered the Blanchard Valley Conference back in the leather helmet days. Do you ever miss it?
Yes, I do sometimes, because back then when you're going, you're not covering the same team week by week by week, so you get around, you get to see a really good game every week. And I got to know a lot of the coaches and the fans really, really well. And the great thing about the BVC is you could be standing on the sidelines covering the game and somebody's yelling your name, you turn around, there are people lined along the fences that you've known from past games and stuff. It's a really good atmosphere, great atmosphere.
Okay, so the BVC is off to a great start, and I'll be covering a Northern 10 game this week. I will be at Mohawk as Cary plays Mohawk, which is also state ranked.
Also.
So we got just a good, hard-hitting Wyandotte County football game. You know, this is Fair Week in Wyandotte County, and you know it's going to be a good one. What are some of the other good games this week, Brandon?
One I was looking at is Tiffin Calvert and Gibsonburg. I think Calvert obviously 3-0 right now. They're one of 6 area teams that hasn't lost. If they win this week, it'll be the first 4-0 start since 2011. It'll be a tough one. I expect that one to be pretty good. And even with the Cary Mohawk game, like you mentioned, kind of figure it's going to be a good game, but Mohawk 32-0 over Cary last year.
Yep. Yep, that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to this one this Friday. I want to see what Cary has to offer this year.
Well, and especially with Mohawk, they got two players averaging over 100 yards a game. Quarterback Keith Jenkins and then Bryce Kieran as well. So,
right.
Gonna see if Cary can get the stops it needs and can score on a team like Mohawk. And then Liberty Benton. Slipped my mind who they're playing this
Pandora.
week. Pandora, yeah. Makes their first 4 opponents so far combined record is 11-1 now between Winford, Archbold, Lipsick, and then now Pandora. A loss there would be their first 0-4 start, I believe, since 2001.
Wow.
So
They went 2-8 that year.
I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be maybe as bad as Lipsick's game last week. I'd expect it to still be competitive, so that'll be one to keep an eye on as well.
Okay, Dave, you got a big rivalry game this week as well as the Trojans go to Fremont Ross.
Yeah, this is a biggie. It's the 96th meeting between these two, and I think it's the 89th consecutive year. In reading some of the previews and stuff, the Fremont players said that they circle 2 games on the schedule. That's Sandusky and that's Findlay, and they get Findlay this week. Big thing Findlay has to worry about is Fremont Ross quarterback Lehman. What's his first name? The kid set a school record last year, throwing for 430 yards and 6 touchdowns against Findlay. And he did it with his feet because he's a great scrambler and he kept plays alive. So Findlay is going to have their hands full trying to keep this kid, try to keep him in the pocket. And he's got a good core of receivers. So last year's game went triple overtime. So this one could be high scoring and be just pretty much the same thing.
Well, you've gotten experience with Findlay playing overtime games this year.
2 overtimes already this year.
Okay. Well, that'll wrap it up for us this week. Be sure and visit our sponsor, Rhodes State College, at rhodesstate.edu. Check thecourier.com on Friday night for all the results and the Courier newspaper Saturday morning. We will see you next week.